Hey YouTube, today I'm going to show you how to rebuild a fan for a Mercedes. If you've been watching my videos so far, first of all I want to say thank you. Second, if this is the first time you're watching my videos, so I work only on Mercedes and I fix Mercedeses. So this video is about a fan for a Mercedes. This specific one came off of I think s500. Yeah, s500. But I know that this fans works on s430 up to 2005 or 2006. I think, if I'm not mistaken, part number is 220-500 0193 or 0293. It's the same parts. But anyway, your car is overheating or you have your fan stopped working. This is the fan after you get it out. That's how it's going to look like. And I'm going to show you how it looks so you can compare it to your fan. Make sure, I can't go any farther than that, but make sure you got the same fan. You got the rectifier or the control unit right there, and you got the motor in the middle. So it's not the one that got the motor on the side with the belt that runs on that. It's the one that got the control module there, and it's got the motor in the middle. So what we're going to do today, we're going to take the fan apart, and I'm going to see why the fan stopped working. What made the fan stop working? Now these are the motors here. It's not the same motor like as an alternator or many other motors that have the bushings that turn around. Well, they don't turn around. The bushings stay still, but when the motor turns around, they actually create the electricity. I'm going to let you do the research and find out what they do. But anyway, this is a very simple motor. So usually if something goes wrong on these fans, it's this part right there that we're going to get to in a minute. So first, what you want to do is, after you got the fan out, I'm going to lay it down here. You're going to want to open these 4 bolts right here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me open these bolts. Basically just counterclock the same way that you open every bolt. You're going to open all the 4 of them. So hold on 1 second, I'm going to pause. I'm going to open the 4 of them and I'm going to move to the next step. Okay, I removed the 4 bolts. Now you just basically lift up the fan. Fan comes out, as you can see, just like that. And I'm going to set it aside for now. I'm going to put it right here. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to open these 3 bolts right here. You got one over here, got another one over here, and you got another one over here. So I'm going to open these 3, and this fan is made by Bear. Bear is a German company that makes a lot of parts for Mercedes. However, the electric parts themselves are made by a company named Temic. It may be the same company, maybe not, beyond my knowledge. But anyway, so since I know that the motor is not the problem, and I know that the problem is in the rectifier, in the control module, I'm going to open the control module, and I'm going to try and see. I think now the fan just gonna fold and open the last bolt. Alright, that's it. Now it's okay. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna pause that just to collect all my screws, make sure I don't lose them. I'm gonna have to bolt them back. Actually, that's usually how I do it. I just put everything back where it is, and that way I don't lose. I don't like to try and figure out which bolt goes where. And at my age, your memory, well, I'm not that old, but but yeah, my memory is not that great, so I sometimes just don't remember. So I'd rather just keep the bolts. Come on, get in. Alright, there you go. I'd rather keep the bolts where they are. I just give them kind of like hand tight. I don't tie it too tight. Just that way I know I'm not going to lose them. So now let's see. Yep, as you can see, the motor just slid through. Now we're going to flip that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that and flip it. So let me flip it. I'll pause you for a second. Okay, I flipped the fan, whatever left out of the fan, the housing, and now the motor basically is just coming out. As you can see, it's still tied to the control unit. I'm going to take the control unit out, and the control unit got 3 screws as well. It's 1 and 2 and 3. So let me open them. And you may not see the fan working in this part of the video. I may have to do 2 videos so you can see the other video as well. And see when I get the part, because then I'm going to need to, after I open the controller, I know how many parts or what kind of parts I'm going to need to order. So today you're just going to see the problem. You're going to see how to diagnose what the problem is with the fan. Alright, there you go. And after we diagnose the problem, we'll know what part. Now the parts are really inexpensive. You can buy the whole interior probably under 20 bucks. But when it comes to all of it together, let me grab a magnet and pull that bolt. Here's my magnet. When it comes to buying the whole fan together, if you buy original Mercedes, you're gonna pay an arm and a leg, and probably also a few more parts of your body. But you buy it, I think Bear. If you buy it from Bear without the Mercedes sign on it, you may pay $600-700. If you buy it original from Mercedes, you may pay. Okay, now it's out. Let me just grab it out real quick. I'll pause you. If you buy it from Mercedes, you may pay $900, $1,000, $1,200. Depends what kind of terms you got with Mercedes. Okay, so let me get it out and we'll get back in a second. Okay, so we got the casing out. I put all the screws back where they belong just to make sure that I'm not losing them. This is the fan case. I'm going to take that and put it next to the fan itself. And we'll keep that there until everything is fixed. Now, while I paused the video, I already found out what the problem is. Now I'm going to show you. Basically, that's what you get. You get the motor here, and you get the controller right here, the module. Now, if the motor is spinning, then most likely there is no problem in the motor. Very unlikely that the motor is going to spin and there is still going to be a problem with the motor. If you want to confirm that and double check, make sure that the motor is really good. As you can see right here, it's open. You can probe that, get a power probe or something like that, give it current, and see that it turns. If the motor is not good, then most likely you're going to need a new motor. You can still rebuild the motor. There are ways to rebuild the motor. I'm not getting to that today. Today we're going to work on this part. So basically this part is glued and clipped inside. There are clips on both sides right here. I broke them. I had to break them to open it. There's no way to open the top without breaking it. So there are 4 of them that are holding it, and then there is a silicone that I already cleaned the silicone, but that's how it looks like, just like that. Silicone that holds that seal so water don't get inside. So I take the silicone out, and then I open that, as you can see right here. Now let me get a light. Well, actually I got a light on the magnet. So I'm going to show you what's the problem with this module. It's actually right here. Let's see if the camera can zoom on that. Come on, come on. Alright, here we go. And you know what, I'm going to try and even, well, you can see this one is busted. This is the one that is burned. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Now on top of that, there is a special seal to protect that too. And I'm going to have to take the seal out. I'm going to have to take the whole module out first. And I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to get this chip right there out. Now, if you listened before, I told you that the company that makes these ones, sorry, they just kind of like give you a heads up, but the company that makes these controllers is right here, Temic. It's another one of the companies that working with Mercedes. This is the Temic 850 watts. Now if you don't want to get into rebuilding this part and get into the electronics and everything, which I can understand why a lot of people not going to want to do it. It's kind of intimidating a little bit, even though it's not very complicated. But if you don't want to do that, you can just try and find that part. And if I will be able to find only that part, I will let you know. I'll let you know where you can find it. So maybe if you can just replace that, you just got to basically cut the cables and connect the new ones in, and you're going to be good to go. But if you choose to replace this one, you're going to see, I don't know if I'm going to have enough time on this video, but on the second video, hopefully I'll have the parts by then already. And at that time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that unit itself out. I'm going to clear all the gel that's sitting on top of all the chips, all the electronics. I'm going to clean that. I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to take this chip out. I'm going to have to hit the back of the chip, the lid on the back of the chip, until it comes loose. Then you lift it up just with tweezers or something like that. Lift it up and get it out. Put the new one, weld it in. If everything is good, it should work immediately. If there is any other problem, which is possible too, then we'll address that when we get to that. But right now, this is how you open the fan. I'll write down all the information down there. It's going to be a couple of days of research. I'm loading this YouTube immediately because I have to clear the memory on my camera. I'll put all the information of how to, where you can get the chips, what kind of a chip it is, because you know there are billions of different chips, and if you put the right one, the wrong one, it's not going to work. You need to put the right one. So I'll put all that information as soon as I get the information. Obviously it's going to be a little research, but for now, thank you for watching, and I'm going to show you one more time where's the burned one that you can see, and it is right there. You see? This one. Hard to miss it, but it just blew up for some reasons, and it happens. Happens to people, happens to cars. Thank you for watching. If you have any comment or questions, don't hesitate. I'm always happy to answer. Thank you very much.